guys, welcome back. So today's video is very long overdue. This was requested a really long time ago. So I apologize to Fabulous 40 Plus for just getting this video up for you. But she requested that I do a look using the Burgundy x9 palette from MAC. And she wanted something that was kind of like everyday, something that was very wearable. Because I have filmed this video so many times, like literally so many times, I always gravitated toward the same color. So I decided for today's video I'm going to use some different colors in this palette. Here I'm going to use more of the sort of like brown shades and maybe like these two shades here. So I've already primed my eyes with a little bit of Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. And because I need a little bit more of like a warmer transition color and this palette doesn't have that, I am going to use a little bit of Saddle from MAC, and it is this color here. Saddle is one of my favorite transition colors. You can use bronzer also. I just find that this is one of those sort of universal colors that helps to bring everything together. So this is going to go right into my crease. Okay, the first color we're going to use from the palette is this middle one here. It's called Embark. Embark is definitely one of my most favorite colors from MAC. So I'm just going to use a flat shader brush here to apply this at first. And I'm just laying down a sort of thin layer. I'm not going in too heavy with this, although some of you might look at it and go, yeah, that's kind of heavy. But once you blend it out, it won't be as dark. So I'm using my 221 here to just softly blend out the edges and then go into the crease here. Okay, so the next color that we're going to use is this one here. It is called Quarry, and that's going to go all over our lid. So there's Embark and Quarry. I'm going to take my 224 brush. I haven't gone back into any more Saddle. I'm just kind of blending out these edges here. The one thing I wish that this palette did have in it was sort of like a nice highlight color in it, even if it was just something matte. So I'm going to use Blanc Type from MAC to highlight the inner corner. Blanc Type is a matte finish. I'm kind of pulling it up and in. Then I'm going to take my 221 here and just go right into that inner corner and make sure it's just softly blended because we don't want anything to look too harsh. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes, and for that I'm going to use Stubborn Brown, what is this, PowerPoint from MAC. It's a dark brown shade. You can use a black pencil if you like, if that's what you're used to, but today I'm going to use brown. And then once you line, and I'm going to do one eye at a time, I'm going to take an angle brush and I'm just going to smooth out the pencil. Okay, so you could keep your eyes like this. This is a pretty simple way to use the palette. It's a good everyday look. It's fast and easy. It doesn't take much effort at all. And you can lighten up, you can darken up. You know, you don't have to add as many layers of Embark like I did. Actually, I only added one. I think I did 2 layers of Embark, but I blended it out pretty good so that it wasn't so dark. But just depending on your taste and your style and where you work, you can always darken this up a little bit. To add a little extra oomph, you can take your eyeliner pencil and just go right in this outer corner here. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of lining in between my lashes, and then I'm just slightly meeting it with the eyeliner on the top. Now it's just taking this little flat brush. This is a MAC 228. And I'm just going right on this outer corner here. and smudging this. Also, by leaving the dark just in this outer corner, it does help to sort of elongate your eyes. So if you have eyes that are close together, leaving the dark in the outer corner will really help draw attention out this way. And I'm really smudging this liner on the top line here, just in this outer corner too. Soften it up just a little bit more. And then you could take any one of the lighter colors in the palette. I think I will go with this one here. It's called Hoax or Ho. I'm not even quite sure how to pronounce that. I worked for MAC for 3 years and I still never figured out quite how to pronounce that. To keep it kind of soft and simple, you can just run a little bit of that, or you could do quarry along the bottom to match the top. If you accidentally make the outer corner too dark, or you're not liking how dark it is, you can always take a little bit of quarry, or you can use Hoax, whatever you want. And you can go right over the top to really soften that up. See how it just softens up that brown? Okay, so this is a very easy look that you can do. Honestly, it won't take much time. It's a good everyday look. Pretty easy and quick. Alright, so if you wanted to sort of jazz this up for evening, like you know you're going out after work and you just want to kick it up a little bit, there are some things that you can do. So first of all, you could take Embark and add a little bit more on the outer corner to really darken it up. Add a little bit more sort of depth out here. And you can go right over the top of your eyeliner. Let me zoom in here. And I'm just going to use that little flat brush. This is a MAC 228. Go right over the top here and just add some layers of Embark to really darken it up. I'm going to take it right in more into the crease. And I'm actually just using a little pencil brush here to deepen up the crease. Okay, and I'm going to take a little bit more Embark on that pencil brush there. And I'm going to add it right over the top of the eyeliner to really darken that up a little bit. And then just kind of meet it up with the liner on top. You can even kind of create a soft sort of cut crease, as you can see here. Because I kept the dark sort of out here in this line, or this outer corner here, and dragged it up through my crease, you can actually create a little bit of a softer cut crease, something not so severe but defined. And then use a pencil brush to blend it out instead of using something fluffy like this. The next thing that you can do is add something that has a little bit of shimmer. So luckily this palette has this beautiful shimmer shade. This one is called, I believe this one is Honey Lust. Yeah, this one here. Now you can use your finger to apply this, or if you have, I don't know how many people carry Fix Plus with them. I know they sell the little travel sizes. But you can take a little bit of the shimmer shade on your flat shader brush, and you can press this in right over the top of Quarry just to add a little zing. If you are one of those people that carries Fix Plus with you, you can always wet your brush. That'll make this a lot more intense. And then if you start to lose a little bit of the brown liner, you can go back into Embark, or you can put a little bit more of your brown eyeliner, whatever you want. I find it easier to just go back into the shadow, so I'm just going to use an angle brush here and go right over the top of the eyeliner just to sharpen things up a little bit. So what I'm going to do now to really change this up is add a little bit of Sketch. And here's Sketch. I'm just going to use that flat shader brush and go right into Sketch, and I'm going to place this in the outer corner. So I'm going to kind of change up that brown a little bit. I'm just going to blend out these edges here. So that just adds a little something extra. So it's not so brown, but it's also not so purpley. Sketch is a little bit more on the like purple side. Then I'm going to take my pencil brush, go right into sketch, and I'm going to run that along the lower lash line too. And I'm just meeting up with the color on the upper lash line. Let me zoom in. I keep forgetting to zoom in. I'm sorry, you guys. So there. And then you want to make sure that this is nicely blended out. So I'm just kind of going over these edges here. And don't be afraid to drag it towards the inner corner, especially if this is more of like an evening look. And again, if you find that it's gotten too dark for this bottom, for this part, I would definitely use Hoax because it's a little more on the pinky side. So I'm going to take my pencil brush and I'm going to go right in here just to soften it up a tad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit of mascara and just do a little bit of concealing, and I will be right back. You can use a little bit of highlight in your inner corner here to really sort of jazz things up a little bit more. And I'm just using a little bit of Mary Luminizer from the Balm in my inner corner. Also for the waterline, you can add black or brown to really give you that intense smokiness. And I never use white, but I'm going to try it, kind of open my eyes up a little bit more. I usually use a flesh tone color, but my fascinating pencil sits over on top of my desk, and I never use it, so I thought that maybe I would pop a little bit of that on. This eye I added brown to the waterline. This eye I added white. You can also do flesh tone. So you can see how one eye looks a little bit more wide open than the other one just by adding a lighter color into your waterline. Just skip a lip because this was supposed to be just an eye tutorial, but so Fabulous 40 Plus, you have to let me know what you think of the look for today. I think this is really pretty, and even though it's sort of like super smoky right now, I still think it's a very wearable look. It might not be sort of office appropriate, but I think it's a pretty look that is easy to achieve. Like I said to you guys before, I'm not really teaching anything anymore. I'm just kind of doing looks because I feel like I've taught you guys everything that I know. I pretty much use the same 4 or 5 techniques on my eyes. So basically now it's just, hey, what do you think of this look? You know? So anyway, let me know what you guys think. And I also wanted to say thank you so much for being patient and waiting for this video. And I apologize that it took so long. So I hope it was worth the wait. You're going to have to let me know. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.